tuned into the podcast that you need in your life. I'm your host, Mo, and the reason why I have this winter hat on and it clearly is summer is because I really didn't feel like doing my hair. It's like 11 o'clock and I gotta go to work tomorrow. Amen, praise God. So rock with me, work with me. Okay, let's proceed. You joined into the number one podcast in the world. Let's keep speaking that, because it really is going to be the number one podcast in the world, where we mean what we say what we mean, and we do it all within 3 to 5 minutes-ish, unless the oil says differently, because this is led by the what? Holy Ghost. All right, somebody. Nevertheless, you know the deal, you know the drill. Let's honor ourselves. Said it before and I'll say it again. Life be lifing, and adulting is ghetto. Okay? The entire ghetto. So if all you can do is take one progressive step, that's cool with me. If all you can do is take a deep breath and just make it minute by minute, second by second, guess what? That's good enough for me too. The premise of this podcast is truth. So each and every Friday via my YouTube channel and or using the podcast app, I'm going to encourage you to do 3 things. Number 1, show up fully, because those that mind don't matter, and those that matter truly don't mind. To walk with integrity, and last but not least, to reflect, because beloved, sometimes it's you. So without further ado, let's begin today's episode. As we continue to journey through Holy Week and the resurrection, I do believe that although we've already celebrated, there are still gems, jewels, and lessons that we can apply to our lives 365 days out of the year. So Jesus got up, resurrected. Now what? Let's look to the word. Mark 16:14 through 15 says the following. Later, Jesus appeared to the 11 as they were eating. He rebuked them for their lack of faith and their stubborn refusal to believe those who had seen him after he had risen. He said, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation." A lot of times, our get up story ends there. We got up. Now what? We have to remember Jesus got up with a mission in mind. And the same applies to us today. When we get up, what's the mission? What's the goal? See, we don't serve a self-centered God. Bible tells us in Romans 8:28 that all things are working together for the good of those that love God and are called according to his purpose. And so our get up story is meant to be a testimony to share with others. So if you went through a nasty breakup or divorce, what have you learned? And what can you share with fellow brothers and sisters? Maybe you had some financial struggles, dealt with bankruptcy, and the like. What financial literacy have you learned that you can share with others to encourage them to maybe not make the same mistakes as you did? You didn't get delivered for nothing. Share and talk about your journey to remind others that the power of God is still alive and well. Don't get up just to flex. Get up and get to work. Take care. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mean Girls 1821 podcast with me, your host, Mo. Tune in each and every Friday for a fresh episode exclusively found on my YouTube channel or using the podcast app. And always remember, words have power. So whenever you speak, mean what you say and say what you mean. Take care.